Hi, you've reached Lorena with PRMG's Product Development Department, and today I will be discussing the requirements for Cleveland County Home Loan Authority. The abbreviations are CCHLA. However, before we begin, I would like to advise that while every effort has been made to ensure the reliability of the webinar content, PRMG's product profiles and their updates are the official statements of PRMG. In the event of discrepancies between the information in this webinar and the product profiles will always supersede the information provided here. The launch date for Cleveland County Home Loan Authority is Thursday, March 13th, 2025. This program will be available for the retail channel only. It must be referred to the AFS team and will be fulfilled by the Western Operations Center. Pricing for the program will be available through PRMG's pricing engine. Now let's go over the program overview. Cleveland County offers a 30-year fixed rate, fully amortizing first mortgage loan with 360 level monthly payments. The program is available with FHA, VA, and USDA. Conventional is not available with this program. Purchase transactions only, refinances are not allowed, and the property must be located in Cleveland County, Oklahoma. Now, product codes are as indicated here. You have your FHA, your VA, and your USDA, and please note that down payment assistance is available with this program. I will be discussing the DPA requirements in the upcoming slides. Program training is available through eHousing Plus website. They have specific loan officer training and closing and post-closing training. Make sure that you register for the correct training based on your position. And also AFS and post-closing will only be issued logins. The referring loan officer, unfortunately, does not have access to the eHousing Plus lender portal. Only AFS and post-closing will be issued logins after training has been complete. The down payment assistance is 3.5% of the total first mortgage loan amount. Down payment is in the form of a 0% interest, 5-year forgivable second mortgage. The borrower must reside in the home as their principal residence, and the DPA will be forgiven after the 61st month. So that's after that 5-year time period has taken place. Then your DPA will be forgiven after the 5 years. Now the DPA is calculated on the total first mortgage loan amount entered in the EH portal. This amount is funded by the lender at closing and reimbursed by the master servicer upon loan purchase. Now, the down payment assistance may be used for down payment or closing costs and prepaids. While there is no cash back in the program, the borrower may be reimbursed for any overpayment of escrow. Because the DPA is a fixed percentage, any remaining DPA assistance must be applied as a principal reduction. The second mortgage will only be due from the borrower if the first mortgage is prepaid, refinanced, the borrower no longer occupies their principal residence, or if the borrower sells, transfers, or otherwise disposes of the property, including foreclosure, before the end of the 5-year period. This program has underwriter certification. So the lender's underwriter, in this case your PRMG underwriter, is responsible for credit decisions of the loan. Now the servicer does not re-underwrite the loan. So following the loan reservation and prior to loan closing, the PRMG underwriter must complete the online underwriter certification within the EH portal. Once a loan is underwriter certified, no further changes can be made. If a change needs to occur after the certification is complete, you will need to contact eHousing Plus to request for the underwriter certification be removed. by emailing them as indicated here, services@ehousingplus.com. Now let's go over the bar eligibility. The bar is required to be a U.S. citizen, a permanent resident alien, and non-permanent resident aliens are allowed. Bar is required to be a first-time home buyer unless they are a veteran or are purchasing property in a targeted area. Now, all borrowers must occupy the property as their primary residence within 60 days of closing. Not occupying co-borrowers and non-occupying co-signers are allowed. The minimum credit score is 620, and your DTI is AUS or GUS approval. Homebuyer education is required for all borrowers. You'll be able to view the interest rates in FT360 pricing engine, and unfortunately the referring loan officer does not have access to viewing the Cleveland County interest rates in FT360. Only AFS does. So you'll have to refer that over or call them to find out what the interest rate would be for your potential borrower. Now, the first mortgage interest rates are also posted on eHousing Plus website as indicated here. Now, for the program fees, you have your first mortgage, which you will charge a 1% origination fee. Discount points are not allowed to be charged. For VA loans, no other fees are allowed on VA loans as VA restricts total fees and miscellaneous fees to 1%. So make sure you are making note of that. For your VA loans, you have that restriction. Standard PRMG underwriting and processing fee will be charged. Now on your FHA and USDA loans, you can charge the loan funding fee of $595, which is paid by the buyer or seller to PRMG. The compliance fee is paid to eHousing Plus of $275, and you have your standard fees normally charged to the borrower of your appraisal, credit, flood, cert. All those are allowed. In all cases, the lender must meet federal and Oklahoma lending laws regarding fees and charges. Now for your second, you're only allowed to charge the recording fee. Here's a screenshot of eHousing Plus portal lender reservation. Please note that only AFS and the Fulfillment Center team will have access to the reservation portal to register, upload, review conditions, and certify any forms that need to be certified. In this case, it would be the underwriter certification form for the underwriter. The referring loan officer does not have access to this portal. All your communication would be to the AFS team. When you are requesting status or what have you, you need to go through your AFS team. But this is what the reservation portal would look like, and you would have access after training has been complete with eHousing Plus. Now, the borrower must have a fully executed sales contract for a specific property before a rate lock can be submitted on the eHousing Plus lender portal. Reservations for the program are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, excluding holidays. So loans are locked with eHousing Plus lender portal. The DPA funds are reserved when the loan is locked. Now, the registration process must be completed prior to closing upon initial submission. For lock change requests, you make sure that you contact eHousing Plus. That would be the AFS team would be contacting eHousing Plus for any change requests, and also notifying the secondary team of any changes as well with PRMG. And once the loan is reserved in eHousing Plus, they do provide a servicer loan number, and the loan number, the loan would then need to be underwriter certified by PRMG underwriter, and that is prior to closing. Now, the purchase within 60 days of reservation, so you do have a 60 days from reservation to purchase by the servicer. So make sure you take into account when you are reserving that you can get this delivered within 60 days. Now, the loans purchased after the maximum delivery date are subject to repricing costs and possible late purchase fees. So it's really important to monitor that and make sure that these are meeting the time constraints to avoid any extensions, as these costs are netted on the lender's SRP at loan purchase. Loans are delivered to the servicer that have been underwriter certified but not purchased by day 60 will not be canceled. Okay, so loans delivered to servicer that have been underwriter certified but not purchased by day 60 will not be canceled. You make sure that you are in communication with eHousing Plus regarding your loan and any conditions, and also notify PRMG Secondary Department of any rate lock extension requests. Now, for the loan officer that reserved the loan in eHousing Plus lender portal, they are also responsible for canceling the loan. If you need to cancel a loan, make sure that you are monitoring that pipeline in eHousing Plus lender portal. Loans that are not delivered by the maximum delivery date of 60 are subject to cancellation. Any loan not purchased within 60 days will automatically receive a purchase extension. There is a fee that is separate from any repricing costs that may apply if lender delivers loan with incorrect rate, or if lender's loan is purchased past the delivery deadline or after extension. Again, so please monitor your pipeline and again, notify the secondary marketing department with any cancellation requests. Now for marketing material, you'll go through PRMG's marketing department. Please be sure to send them an email, indicate which Housing Finance Authority program in your subject line. So in this case, it would be Cleveland County, and they will provide you with marketing material, and their email address is indicated here, marketing@prmg.net. Now let's go over things that you are to consider when you are using a Housing Finance Authority program. Now these programs do require additional documentation, and they do have additional review requirements, so it's really important to set proper expectations with your borrower and your realtor and plan for the time it is going to take to get the loan through the system due to these additional review requirements. We highly recommend that you review the product profile, which is located in the Resource Center, effective March 13th, so that you become familiar with the borrower requirements, the timelines, and any training that you'd like to take, so that, again, this loan can be delivered in that time period of 60 days. As we close the training, remember that the launch date is Thursday, March 13th, 2025. If you have specific questions on data input and FT360, you can access the Housing Authority products with DPA liens and FT360 training material from the Resource Center, or you can also send an email to itsupport@prmg.net for additional assistance. This program must be originated by PRMG's AFS team. The referring loan officer will need to email AFS, as this program cannot be originated at the branch level. A standard referral fee will be paid to the referring loan officer. If you have any questions, please email dpa-request@prmg.net, or if you have questions directly for the AFS team, you can email them at afs@prmg.net. Thank you for taking the time to view this training. If you have any questions regarding the presentation, you can email prmguniversity@prmg.net.